bill and then be hooked together. They're gonna be both of them together. Y'all think I can do that? No. It's something you're gonna have to see it to believe it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take this dollar and fold it into thirds. See, I folded it just like that. Possibly, you think I could do it? And then I'm gonna put one paper clip right here, just by itself. And I'm gonna put the other one right here. And I didn't loop them together, I just put them on both sides of the dollar. And then I'm gonna pull the dollar, and hopefully if it works, these paper clips are gonna jump off of this dollar and be hooked together. Who thinks I can do it? Not you. Charlie thinks I can. 50-50,
I've
he
watched
says.
it too many times, I don't.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna
There's 2 out
pull.
of 3.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
She did it.
It's not starting out.
Bill,
You can do it.
You can do it. See if they jump off
It did.
there. Are they hooked together? Pick them up, Charlie, or Owen. I did it. They're hooked together. It worked. And y'all saw how they started. You had to see it to believe it, didn't you? Well, our story today is about a time when somebody had to see it to believe it. And this is the Sunday after Jesus had been crucified and he had risen from the dead, remember? That's why we celebrate Easter. Well, this is, he's gonna come get my dollar. That's the only dollar I've got, buddy. I gotta hold on to it. So this is the Sunday after Jesus had risen from the dead. Listen, Owen and Charlie. The disciples were hidden in a locked room. And they were hidden because they were kind of scared because of what had just happened to Jesus. They were a little scared, and they were in this locked room, and guess who showed up? Jesus appeared right there. Here, you can have this, buddy. Jesus appeared right there. Oh, and listen, right there in the room with them, Jesus appeared. And they were so surprised, but he showed them the holes in his hands and the hole in his side where they had pierced his side and where they had hung him on the cross. So they knew it was Jesus because he had the scars, but one of the disciples wasn't there, a disciple named Thomas. He wasn't there. And when they were telling him about it afterwards, he said, well, I'll have to put my hand in the hole in his side and on his hands before I'll believe it. I'll have to be able to do that. So then, let's see how long it was. I don't remember what it said there. Just a minute. A week later, they were in the locked room again, but Thomas was with them, and Jesus appeared again. So Thomas was able to put his hands, touch the holes in Jesus' hand and in his side, and he said, truly it is you, Jesus. And he believed because he saw it. Just like this little trick. Y'all didn't know if I could do it or not. So you didn't believe until you saw it. But did you know in the Bible, it said, or Jesus said to Thomas then, he said, because you have seen, you believe. But did you know that blessed are those who believe without seeing? We won't ever see Jesus right here on earth, will we? Not face to face. But we can still believe him, can't we? Because of what it says in his word. We can still believe even though we won't see him, just like y'all didn't believe until you saw this little trick. And Thomas wouldn't believe it was Jesus until he could see it himself and see the holes in Jesus' hands. But it says in the Bible in John chapter 20, verse 19, blessed are they that believe because they cannot see. They have faith, don't they? They have faith. And I hope y'all will thank you, buddy. I hope y'all will believe someday by hearing his word and by reading his word. Okay, let's have a word of prayer, okay? Dear God, I thank you for these kids. I thank you for their coming down and hearing your word, Lord. I pray that you would help them to open their hearts up to hearing you and to listening to you and to believing your word, Lord. Even though they can't see you, they can feel you and they know what it says in your word is true. Lord, just go with each one of them through this week. Protect them, keep them safe, and help them to have a good week. Help them to be a witness for you. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. That's a pretty good trick, wasn't it?
Yeah.